showtime, freaks!
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
In a world where wokeness seems to control every narrative, a world where the average Joe is expected to apologize for just being a guy, comes a show where testosterone reigns supreme, where manliness knows no bounds. Prepare yourselves for a podcast unlike any other. TJ Michaels and John Stacy invite you on a roller coaster ride of machismo on the Alpha Men Podcast. Meet TJ Michaels, whose ideas are as wild as his bushy goatee, and John Stacy, whose confidence is as big as his biceps. They love and respect the women in their lives, but here they're on a quest to celebrate the essence of manhood. The Alpha Men tackle the big questions like, is it acceptable to cry during an action movie? Can a man survive on jerky alone for a week? And if a man builds a DIY project and doesn't post about it on social media, did it really happen? These dudes leave no stone unturned. Get ready for a podcast that's part comedy, part camaraderie, and all things manly. The ladies have their view, but these guys have their brew. The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by
Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook.
For incredible card breaks and more, go to OHANA Sports Cards on Facebook. By Garage Door Commander, online at GarageDoorCommander.com. Produced by TJ Michaels Creative, narrated by Jamie Dennis, and dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2024, all rights reserved. The Alpha Men Podcast is rated M for maximum manliness. Here are your hosts, live from the granite capital of the world, Barrie, Vermont, TJ Michaels. And he, from the heart of NASCAR country, Trinity, North Carolina, John Stacy. This is the Alpha Men Podcast.
Welcome, you sick, twisted freaks, to the Alpha Men Podcast from the granite capital of the world. My name is TJ Michaels. My partner in crime from Trinity, North Carolina tonight, Baby Huey, a.k.a. John Stacy, is here. And, buddy, you are back from the NASCAR race in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas was nice. It was very nice.
And my wife is in Minnesota for work. So
that's where I'm going tomorrow, I mean.
Really? Yeah, she's coming home.
Oh, damn it.
She'll be on the plane tomorrow early morning, so... But I'm back from a solo St. Patrick's Day yesterday. I saw a leprechaun last night. I don't know.
You did? I
did, yeah. And I thought he's either hiding a pot of gold or escaping ice. I don't know which one's going on.
Oh,
but, not
Jesus.
No, I did. Yesterday I stopped for a beer or 7 after work last night. Everybody wearing those buttons that say "Kiss Me, I'm Irish," right?
Yeah.
Got me thinking about Cinco de Mayo, which is coming up, right?
It'll be like, that's in May. Yeah.
Will the buttons be like, "Deport me, I'm Venezuelan"?
Jesus.
These are the things I think about after I've had a couple of days. But big story over the weekend. Did you see this thing about the guy who poured hot Starbucks coffee on his genitals?
No.
$50 million lawsuit. Starbucks paid him $50 million.
Did that happen like in the 80s in McDonald's?
It did. Coffee? It happened like in the 90s with McDonald's.
90s, yeah.
But it wasn't $50 million.
No.
It was like 8.
But still, they put big like words on everything. It says may contain hot or something.
Well, apparently Starbucks didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what that drink did to him was nuts. I'm just saying. Listen, it is $50 million, but you know, Starbucks is going to sell like a half dozen Frappuccinos. They'll make it back. That's just the way it goes.
You know that picture that you sent me of this one?
Yep.
I actually have this is actually during the race, that picture. That's during the actual Sunday. But Saturday they're doing flybys, and I got the video of it.
Yeah, they were just practicing.
I'm going to put it up right now for you. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is on the roof. They're about 200 feet above my head. Maybe 500 feet.
That's pretty amazing. Now that was what, the Thunderbirds?
Yeah, Thunderbirds. They were practicing on Saturday. Yeah.
Hey, listen, that guy from Starbucks, ironically, $50 million, he's going to have a ball with it.
Yeah, literally.
We're going to thank our presenting sponsor tonight, Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Incredible card breaks, sports memorabilia. It's Ohana, O-H-A-N-A. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat you over there. And we do have a great show. We want you to check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Tonight, Man Court back, the case of the stripper double dipper. Manventions explores the history behind something vital for camping, fishing, tailgating, bonfires, and ironically, bar fights, too.
In my bloodstream.
There you go. And Baby Hugh is going to tell you if it's fact or crap tonight in our game segment. We've got this week's Signs of the Coming Apocalypse. And if your kids were in charge, would they call the cops on you? That's in our last call tonight. All right?
Probably.
So grab a beer because Beers on Tap is coming up. And we're going to start doing a weekly toast during Beers on Tap. We'll tell you more about that on the way. Wherever you may be watching or listening tonight, Facebook Live, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, iHeart, Spotify. Listen, we're like a bad venereal disease. We're everywhere. And you hit that like button, smash button, share the podcast. We're kind of building a brotherhood here. We want you to be a part of it. This, my friends, season 4, episode 4 of the Alpha Men podcast.
And now, Mansplaining the News.
And good evening. Here's what happened this week. The Department of Education laying off about 50% of its workforce, or as the average American student the department oversees calls it, almost 2/3. The IRS also preparing to eliminate half its staff. Most employees are okay with it. They say it really is kind of a taxing job.
Yeah, literally.
No, you shut up. Okay. NASA eliminating several departments. Ironically, they're doing it to create more space. Weird. More employees laid off at the National Weather Service. Of course, if they're any good at their job, they kind of would have predicted this, wouldn't they have? I mean, it just...
Okay.
Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland because of President Trump this week. Mm-hmm. Ireland just retaliated and put 125% tariff on all U.S. products until we take her back. That's kind of what's going on. Police across the U.S. investigating a series of attacks on Tesla showrooms. You know, at first they thought they had vandalized the Cybertrucks, but then they realized they're supposed to look like that. Border Patrol agent accused of making women show him their breasts in order to get into the country.
It wasn't me.
You know, this is the same guy who said, we don't need a wall on the southern border. We should just build a pole.
Yeah.
Canada says this week they're going to stop buying U.S. liquor in response to tariffs. Likewise, Mexican drug cartels will no longer decapitate with American chainsaws.
What the hell?
Michelle Obama launched a new podcast this week because if you can't beat them, you might as well start a podcast where you can complain about them all the time. That's just kind of the deal. But
yeah.
Don't tell me about Jennifer Aniston. Anyway, that's the rumor, you know.
What?
Rumor is Barack's been getting it on with Jennifer Aniston.
Way to go, Barack.
Yeah, the honeymoon is over for the Obamas, what we're hearing. But anyway, we'll see if it's true. You never know today. You know.
No.
28% of Americans this week claim they never got COVID. That's really too bad because they're missing out on some tasty bat. I'm just saying. Apple.
Corny jokes today.
Apple. I was in a weird mood when I was writing these. Apple voted to keep DEI initiatives. Apple employees were unavailable for comment because right now it's school time in China.
Oh, Jesus.
Elon Musk and Marco Rubio this week reportedly got into a heated argument during a cabinet meeting. Luckily, they calmed down before the Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon, was able to hand them some folding chairs. She was badass when she was doing the WWE stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she had to be.
Yeah. Indiana woman who crashed into a ditch survived being stuck in her car for 6 days.
Jesus.
Luckily, because she lives in Indiana, she really didn't miss anything.
Fair.
A national storage company ranked Buffalo this week as the second most affordable U.S. city. Buffalo have the residents there, they have extra cash in their pockets because they don't spend money on Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, no, they don't.
So
Cowboys make sure of
that. Southwest said this week they are stopping free checked bags for most travelers. Mm-hmm. Something not changed at Southwest. Inebriated pilots. That's going to continue.
I figured.
Delta Airlines stock is dropping big time. Although describing the stock as crashing and burning, probably more on brand.
Hey, I only fly Delta here. Come on.
And Denny's this week added an egg surcharge to their menu. Don't worry, dirty utensils, lumpy coffee, and salmonella, absolutely free on the menu still.
Well, that's fair. That's good. I like that.
In showbiz news, Halle Berry says a woman who reaches menopause should be celebrated with something she calls a siesta.
What the hell is a siesta?
I don't know. A party for a woman celebrating menopause. If you don't mind, ladies, I think I'll just send a gift. Thanks.
Say nothing. Ain't my fault.
Think of you can play musical hot flashes on the why everything makes me fly into an uncontrollable rage.
You been through this?
Never have I ever been so dry down there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All kinds of games at a siesta that you could play. Just saying. Jamie Lee Curtis this week.
So dry down there. Jesus.
Jamie Lee Curtis this week posted a makeup-free selfie.
What the hell's wrong with her?
Yeah. Even Michael Myers was like, girl, put a mask on or something. Jeez. What?
Is that really her face, though?
Yes. Yeah.
What's wrong with her face?
She's old.
Yeah, but those lines,
she drew lines around where she would put makeup normally.
Okay.
To make herself look better.
Gotcha.
But even Michael Myers was like, girl, put a mask on. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheech and Chong's documentary hits theaters in April.
Oh, my God.
Expect the viewership to be high. And also a lot of people to watch. Someone stole $12,000 this week worth of musical equipment from the Spin Doctors. Little Miss Can't Be Wrong, right? Police are on the hunt for the suspects. So we can all thank them. Not the police, the thieves. Just saying.
I don't know who Spin Doctors are.
Little Miss Can't Be Wrong.
I'd have
Little
to
Miss Can't Be Wrong. 90s, forget it.
No.
Post Malone split with his fiance this week.
Oh.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the handwriting was all over his face.
Horrible.
The song Kevin Bacon most hates to hear at weddings this week, in a big puff piece on Kevin Bacon. I don't know why. Footloose.
Really?
Yeah. Which makes him the only human on earth whose answer to that question was not old-time rock and roll or the chicken dance. So, I like Footloose.
I've seen it, but never been my thing.
New version of Stephen King's novel, Cujo, is in the works. Yeah, this is a dog. Cujo's a dog. Yeah. Stephen King book.
Yeah.
New version of the novel, Cujo, is in the works at the big screen. I say this time the killer dog will be played by President Biden's German Shepherd, Major. That's a dog that was biting everybody in the White House.
Oh, okay. You know what?
If I have to explain the joke, it's probably not good. Just saying.
Oh, you were on a roll, but that one I didn't really get.
Finally, 68-year-old Vanna White got her first tattoo this week. Sitting down for a session, they say it was the most work she's done in the last 15 years.
That's probably true.
Come on. I mean, how hard is that job?
Well, do you know she only works like...
Yeah, they film like 7 episodes a day.
Yeah, and she's like 30 days a year or something. She'll make like...
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And she never wears the same dress twice.
Yeah.
So every time she goes to work, she has to have 7 new dresses.
Holy crap. I didn't think about that. That's a lot.
And you realize how long she's been on Wheel of Fortune? Do you know how many dresses she probably has? Unbelievable. Anyway.
Let's Google it.
Yeah.
I will after.
That's Mansplaining the News this week on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Beers on tap, and sometimes we drink stuff we're not proud of.
By the way, you can comment anytime, wherever you may be watching. Beers on tap. I'm kind of embarrassed.
You are? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed because, you used the photo that I took on my cell phone and Facebooked to you, too. That's great.
Yeah, well, problem was, every photo I tried bringing out, it kept saying it was a WP. I gave up.
So, my daughter lives in a place called Lorain, Ohio. Okay? Just got married this past October. And I don't get to see her that often. So, we did get to see each other over Christmas time. We went home to Pennsylvania to visit family, and then she drove halfway across Ohio, and we drove halfway across Pennsylvania, and we got to see each other. And for Christmas, I'm really kind of embarrassed about this.
Yeah.
She got me this, specifically to do on the Alpha Men podcast, and we were off at the time. And so I just put it in like the, where most people put vegetables in the refrigerator. And I forgot it was there. And so today I'm like going through the fridge and I'm like, oh crap. Oh, great. I don't have to go get a beer tonight. I pull it out and it's Christmas beer. This ought to be good. What's the drink by date?
Jordan says Lorain County.
It's actually Elyria, Ohio. Sorry. 4/20. 20. This is still good until 4/20/25. I got a whole month. We're good.
Yeah, he sent me this picture. I'm like, 12 days of Christmas. I'm over here freaking like thinking you're gonna do a St. Patrick's beer. So I went out and got the whole Pete from Clad's Gaming Corner got me the the Guinness beer.
There we go.
I hate Guinness. So
you're not gonna like it? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. Let's put it this way. I've never had Guinness without liquor in it.
Okay. So Irish car bombs.
Yes.
All righty. So this is Thirsty Dog. 12 Dogs of Christmas Ale. And the Thirsty Dog Brewing Company. Ale brewed with honey and spices.
Yeah, peak.
And it's got a cute can. North Pole.
I'll bring it back up
on it. And
12 days of Christmas. 12 days of Christmas. So there's 12 different dog poops in there?
I don't know. It's made in Akron, Ohio. ThirstyDog.com if you want to know more about the brewery. Oh, I love that sound. We're going to do something new this week, just because we take this time to crack a beer. Might as well do a toast, right?
Mm.
So
I'm already 2 drinks in.
Whatever you're drinking at home tonight, raise your glass. This week we're going to toast Elon Musk and the 2 astronauts who came home tonight. I don't know if you watched it, but amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And for all the people that are out there beating up on Elon's vehicles and attacking Tesla dealerships, I can tell you there's 2 people on this planet who really appreciate Elon's vehicles because they're alive now and they're home after 9 months in space. So to the astronauts,
cheers. Surprisingly, I like Guinness.
This has got a Well, this has got a very Christmassy taste. Let's put it that way.
It tastes like a pine tree.
I do taste like pine tree. I taste. Hold on.
I mean, this to me is like, I don't know. I'm mixed on this Guinness.
I taste spices like Christmas time spices. What does it say that's in this? Wow, it's 8.3%.
Oh, great. You're going to be drunk.
I got two of them too. I don't know if I can drink two of these at a time. This is not a hey.
Pine tree with a hint of coal?
No, there's no coal in it. But there is like, it's hard to explain.
Nutmeg?
There's like some nutmeg. Maybe some stuff like that's in eggnog.
Tinsel? Christmas lights?
This is not a, hey, we're going to a barbecue, let's get a 12-pack kind of beer.
You go and show up with that beer in the middle of July. I'm going to tell you what.
Well, but this is I would call this a after dinner beer. It says honey and spices in it. There's a lot of spices in this. This is kind of a novelty. This is kind of an after dinner beer. My daughter bought it for me, so I love it. Love it.
Pete got me Guinness. I love it. I think I'm drinking the bottom of that sack of a leprechaun right now. Now, the more I drink it.
All right. Score 1 to 5, 5 being the best. My Jordan Taylor Kisner score on this is a 5 out of 5. All right. Fantastic.
What's your real score?
2.
I'm going to give this.
It's a 2. But I'm going to drink it. I don't know. Maybe it's an acquired taste. Maybe it'll grow on me here.
I tell you, so Guinness for me, better with liquor in it for Irish Car Bomb. I'll give this a 2.5.
It's not growing on me.
Just keep drinking. You won't feel it after a while.
I got 2 of them. By the time we get to this week's Signs of the Coming Apocalypse, I should be. Right?
Why is it so spicy?
Yeah. It's a 5 if you're my daughter, and a 2 if you're not. And that's Beers on Tap tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Do it for What the hell is that?
Sorry. Got a bit of an aftertaste to it.
The secret ingredient when they make those things, they just pour a little pine salt on the vats. Holy crap.
It's like drinking that tree that hangs from your mirror in your car.
The little tree.
Yeah. With some nutmeg on it.
Holy crap. Oh,
Pete was maybe the second one will grow on you. I don't think so. I don't see it happening. Jordan, I love it. Anyway.
What's that from Liar Liar? No. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Darwin moments tonight. Go ahead. You've got the floor, sir.
All right. So it kind of goes with the theme of what's going on in society right now with the whole Tesla and all that crap. So here's the meme. It says anti-Musk activist sets himself on fire after attacking South Carolina Tesla charging station. That's just a Darwin thing. It was just a perfect little setting, so I'll put that up. Nothing too major.
What do we call that? FAFO?
Found it, yeah. Fuck it, yeah. I almost said it loud. So yeah, it's a quick, simple meme for that one. The video.
I don't understand how we've gotten from, oh, Elon Musk is just the greatest. He makes these green cars for the environment. Oh my goodness, what a great! And
Because
now,
Republicans like him.
all right, but wait a minute. Now we're burning the cars.
Because
Burning them.
Because Republicans like him.
All right, but it makes you think that it was never really about the environment in the first place, doesn't it? I mean, the fact that you're like, okay, wait a minute, Greenie, I get it. You're a climate change person and you're upset. Please find a better way to protest. You're ruining the environment by burning the cars. Just say.
Michelle says of all the local breweries in the state, that's what she brought you.
That's what you brought me. Yeah.
With love.
But Michelle, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but no, it's just because Republicans like the cars.
Anyway, all right.
And then the video.
Rant over.
It goes hand in hand with this, but it's not a Tesla.
Okay. Now, I still see the Tesla thing. Oh, you're going to have to play it again. Oh, somebody's on fire.
It won't switch. Oh, there you go.
There it is. Can you replay it?
Yeah, well, it just keeps going back to the There we go. Holy shit, that was hard. So this idiot
turned his car into a barbecue grill?
I don't think it was his car.
Oh.
I think because he jumps the wall and then takes off.
Oh, is it a Tesla?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't look like a Tesla, but I mean
that could be a Tesla. That could be an S.
Let's bring it up. Let's make it bigger. Hold on. We're gonna forensics this thing. What do you think?
That's a Tesla.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a Tesla.
So it works out well then.
I can tell by the way the back end's curved like that.
Yeah. So this idiot throws a Molotov cocktail. I wonder if it's the same guy just earlier.
Could probably it wasn't the thing you caught himself on fire?
Yeah, at a charging station. But this is not a charging station. This is someone's yard.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, hit play.
It freaking won't let me do it. There you go. You see him jump the wall.
Deserves everything he gets.
Oh,
Can I just point out, do you realize how bad that is for the environment? Just forget the guy. It's bad for the environment.
He's crispy now.
That is your Darwin Moments tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast. Yep.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. We just happen to like that music.
It's been a
Time
while
for Manventions tonight. We haven't done Manventions in a while. Manly things made by manly men. And this segment's about good old boys who take a problem, pile of scrap, 12-pack of beers, turn it into something so dang manly it make a grizzly bear salute. That's what Manventions are. And tonight we're tipping our hats to a legend. So manly, he could wrestle a tornado and still have time for a sip of whiskey. Talking about Jasper Newton. Yes! The Jasper Newton.
That guy right there.
No. Born around September 5th, 1849. Maybe 1846. Hell, nobody knows because the courthouse burned down faster than a trailer park bonfire.
Yep.
Now, Jasper, he was a Tennessee boy that grew up tougher than a $2 steak. He was the youngest of 10 youngins, raised by Callaway and Lucinda Daniel. Folks so Scottish-Irish that they probably bled plaid. Jasper's mama, she passed away right after he popped out. Probably because birthing that much manliness was just too much for any gal.
You know,
and his daddy? His daddy remarried some broad named Matilda, who popped out 3 more half pints. We're talking about a softball team full of kids here. Now, poor old Calloway caught the lung crud from fighting the Confederacy, and he kicked the bucket, leaving Jasper to grow up in the primitive Baptist church. Those sermons must have been something else with a kid like Jasper fidgeting in the pew. He may not have heard a single word because Jasper had a dream, and he was dreaming about shine. Yeah, booze, firewater, rot gut, hooch. You see, Jasper Newton of the 1850s, you know today Jasper Newton Daniel as Jack Daniels.
I got plenty of Jack Daniels stuff. I mean, I can all day.
The manvention, well, it's the dang whiskey, y'all. He took corn, water, and a whole lot of grit, cooked it up with a drink so smooth it'd make bullfrogs croon love songs. Now here's where it gets good. As a youngin', Jasper went to work for a preacher man, guy by the name of Dan Call, who doubled as a grocer, preacher, and at another triple, a distiller. Kind of a holy trinity. And the story goes, Preacher Dan saw Jack had the makings of a whiskey wizard and taught him to still. But hold your horses. Some say it was one of Dan's slaves that showed Jack how to cook the sweet Tennessee nectar.
That's where I was going to step in. I know a lot about Jack.
Yep.
As I say, Nathan Green, or Nearest, Uncle Nearest, was the guy who they pretty much, when you go on the tour, which I've done numerous times,
yep,
they say he's the one that taught him in the end.
Yeah.
Dan Call was mentioned, but it was the perfecting it. You probably have in your story. I'm not sure, but I just
either way, Jack was stirring mash before he could grow a proper beard. Okay.
Yes.
Now Jack didn't mess with wives or kids.
Hey, that's a picture.
He was too busy making liquid gold, I reckon, but he took his nephews under his wing. One of them was a guy by the name of Len Moltlow, and he was not as good as making whiskey as he was with crunching numbers. And he ended up running the books, and Jack started the famous distillery. Some say in 1866, some say in 1875, but who cares when the whiskey's flowing? By 1907, Jack's health was going south faster than a duck on a June bug, so he handed the reins to Lem and another nephew, and Lem kept that still humming through Prohibition, wartime bans, and just like a bootlegger dodging the law. And finally, Jack makes his exit. How? Well, the tall tale says he got mad, kicked his safe because he couldn't crack the combo, and got blood poisoning from a busted toe. He would die in 1911. But his biographer says that's all hogwash. Jack was fussing at that safe years before croaking from gangrene. Either way, kicking a safe, about the most redneck way to start your exit I ever heard. Can we agree on that?
Kind of.
So tonight, we raise a glass to Jasper Newton, otherwise known as Jack Daniels.
Hold on, I'll have some Jack for him.
I'm going to have some Thirsty Dog Brewing Company
No.
Dogs and Christmas Ale.
Do not drink that to Jack.
Smooth.
This is smooth. So I'm a big Jack collector, as you know. I have a pretty extensive Jack Daniels collection, and I know a lot of history about him. You talk about Martlow. I have a check signed by one of the Martlow boys.
Yeah, cool.
To Jack Daniels. I have tons of stuff. Tons.
Well, that black label has been fueling bonfires, fishing trips, and bar fights ever since. So, proof tonight that a real man doesn't need fancy tools, just to still a dream and a kicking foot.
Poor guy died For money.
That's Manventions tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Alpha Men Podcast is proudly sponsored by Ohana Sports Cards, where you will find awesome card breaks from baseball, football, racing, basketball, and much more. They will treat you like family at Ohana Sports Cards. You can find them on Facebook for all your sports card breaks, card consignments, and even grading sports card service. Check them out on Facebook at Ohana Sports Cards.
We present the case. You deliver the verdict. This is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels presiding.
All righty, Man Court back in session tonight. By the way, breaking news. A federal judge has just said that the Trump administration needs to return both astronauts to the International Space Station.
Yeah. Right.
No, I'm just kidding. With everything that's going on with this week, it wouldn't shock me. I'm just saying. Anyway, ready for Man Court here tonight. If you've got a problem that needs solving or you just want to watch the shenanigans unfold, you can visit any of our social media pages at Alpha Men Podcast and send us a DM with your Man Court dilemma. Also, you join the freak jury by just commenting wherever you're watching from tonight and give our plaintiff your advice. Holy crap. You okay?
We got breaking news.
What?
Hold on. It's coming up. It's coming. There you go.
Right. Oh, they released the new JFK assassination files.
80,000 of them.
Wow. That's amazing. You know, a lot of people were saying, they're not going to find this. There's not much left that they haven't released. I don't know. 80,000 sounds like a lot.
It just came up on the bottom of my left screen. I was like, breaking news. I'm like, what the hell?
Anyway, you can join the freak jury just by commenting wherever you may be watching from tonight and give our plaintiff your advice. Just hit the comment tab. Now to dive into tonight's case docket number 250318. Our plaintiff tonight, Lenny from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. It is the case of the stripper double dipper. And here we go. Judge TJ and Baby Huey, this is Lenny. I'm sending you this DM regarding my ex-girlfriend and something I just witnessed as a submission for Man Court because I have, well, a real situation going on here. I'm hoping that you and the freak jury can help me through this dilemma. So here goes. A few months ago, my girlfriend of 2 years broke up with me for a guy she met at work. I had no idea anything was going on. I was completely blindsided. I'm assuming they were hooking up for a while and have had to deal with that the last few months. I was really heartbroken, but I'm moving on, feeling better about it with the help of friends and family. There you go. Get back up on the horse, Lenny, and ride. All right? Most of which told me they never really liked my ex anyway and thought she was a selfish bitch. Wow. He doesn't hold back, does he? All right. Fast forward to this past Saturday. My buddy Jake is getting married. He had a bachelor party. We were in Harrisburg at a strip club. And who do I see getting a lap dance and making out with a stripper in the corner of the club? My ex's boyfriend, who she left me for. Oof.
Oh.
I did not see this one coming.
No, I thought it was something totally different.
Wow. I immediately snuck a few pictures and got my friend to look on her Instagram to see if they were still together. They were. She had just posted a picture of them together the night before at dinner. Now, I don't even know how I feel about all of this other than karma's a bitch. Now I'm wondering if I should text her the pictures or just let it go and let her be with the guy that hooks up with random strippers. What do you think I should do? Lenny in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
20 years ago,
now this has taken a really, really big turn that I was not expecting.
20 years ago, my answer would have been different.
Mhm.
Now, I'm gonna say, let it be. It's not your business, not your problem.
Ah, that's really surprising from you.
It's not your problem anymore.
Freak Jury, what say you? Should Lenny send the photos to the ex or let her find out on her own? Comment wherever you may be watching tonight, and we'll take your testimony now. Wow, I'm surprised that you're saying that.
20 years ago, I'd have been like, fuck it, let's show
No,
her.
I know you would have been like, you wouldn't have even asked. You just sent them.
Oh, yeah, I'd have sent
You,
it with a
you,
smiley
you,
face.
you didn't pick the guy's phone up and sent him for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I'm like, it's not my problem. It's less of a headache I can deal with. I guess I don't deal with crap like I used to anymore. I don't care.
well, first off, Lenny, I got to salute your resilience. I mean, 2 years with a chick who blindsided you, and now you're clawing your way back to glory with the help of beer buddies and a bachelor party. I mean, kudos to you. I mean, that's the spirit of a true man. Forge ahead, right? Ron says, "I'd your business." I don't know what that means, Michelle, but thank you for that. Oh, mind your business. I bet you that means
Yeah.
mind your business. Yeah. Uh, when life throws a selfish bee your way, your ex's family and friends saw the red flag, and now the universe is giving you a front row seat for uh, a karma payback. I mean, let's be honest. But there are a couple of options open to you. Mind your business, Michelle says. Okay, yeah. Manly option number one is send the pics. Petty is power. You got photographic evidence of this clown tongue wrestling is while your ex is posting lovey-dovey dinner pics like she's auditioning for a rom-com. It's a hypocrisy grenade, right? I mean, and you're holding the pin. Texting those pics isn't just petty, it's a mic drop moment. Imagine the text, "Hey, saw your boy at the club. Looks like he's got a new +1. Enjoy." Right? And then attach the grainiest, most incriminating shot, hit send, and watch the chaos unfold from a safe distance. You get bonus points if you screenshot her meltdown for the boys later. But karma doesn't always need a middleman when you can play delivery boy. So I know that would seem like an option to you. And John, 20 years ago, for you, maybe a chest thumping win.
Yeah.
Your other option is to let it ride because silence is steel. There's something downright Viking about doing nothing. I mean, you're already on the high ground here. You're feeling better. You're moving on. You're surrounded by the boys who have your back. Why dip your boots back into the swamp?
It's definitely not dry.
Did we have to go there? Did we have to go there?
I'm still thinking about that comment.
The dude's a stripper dipping dirtbag, okay? So she's stuck with him. Let her marinate in her own bad choices. You texting her might just give her the drama fix she craves. So, on the other hand, don't feed the beast, man. Walk away, crack a beer, and let the universe keep swinging its fists. I mean, look, real men don't always have to prove that they're right. They just live better, right? So, Michelle, sounds like they deserve each other. All right, I'm ready for. I've thought about this. I've gone both sides. Lenny, you got the soul of a warrior and the camera of a PI. You could send the pics, but only if you could handle her coming back crying to you like a wounded hyena. And I'm not convinced that that's what you really want. It sounds like you don't. I think you let her drown in her own glitter-dusted dumpster fire. I say, don't do it. Don't send them. Do nothing. All right? That's what I say. What do you think? Same thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Now I do. I've screwed up my screen here.
Here's the play. If you're still pissed and want a quick victory lap, you send the pics.
Yeah.
But keep it short, sharp, savage, then ghost her.
Just send her address. Be like, you better get down here. That's
And
all
if you're
I'm-
truly over it, and it sounds like you're damn close, just let this clown show implode on its own. That's what I would do. Either way, you're the champ here, Lenny, because you dodged a bullet and now you're watching it ricochet right back at her. Go grab Jake, hit another hot spot, maybe skip the strippers next time, and keep being the king of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Case closed. It's man court tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
I can't move.
You can't move?
It won't click.
Well, while you're trying to figure that out, let me just tell people how great this Thirsty Dog 12 Dogs of Christmas Ale really is.
What the
You want me to try it from my side?
Yeah, hit the protein button.
The protein button?
Cover over the racing.
Can I just hit trans? Oh.
Oh, we got to get.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
He's pressing him for the top spot.
He is out in the outside groove.
Some debris on the back straightaway there. His teammates trying to get by him now as they go to turn one.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
What is it, hat night?
I know. I saw you wearing a hat, so I got mine real quick.
This is another thing my daughter bought me. She tends to buy me everything with beer on it. I don't know why.
This was Dexter's.
My Pabst Blue Ribbon cowboy hat.
This is my Jack Daniels hat.
And then
Cowboy
she
hat.
picked this up for me in an antique shop. It's a Labatt Blue Lake grapefruit beer tap.
I think she tells you drink too much.
I don't know. That's the thing. I really don't. I really don't. All right.
You drink once a week.
Once a week, pretty much. All righty. Las Vegas.
Got lots of firsts this weekend.
Seems like everyone leaving Las Vegas was angry. Okay. Unless your name is Josh Berry and you just won your first race for the legendary Wood Brothers.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a thing Mark Martin said today about Josh Berry.
What did he say?
He has zero drama. He is not a diva. He works and builds the race cars himself.
Oh, yeah, he was one of the few who came off the ranks.
And Mark Martin couldn't say enough great things about Josh Berry. So
Yeah, there's a lot of firsts out of that race, though, for the Wood Brothers.
well, yeah, I mean, a lot of drivers got their first win with the Wood Brothers.
Yeah,
I think he's number 5, isn't he?
I got it right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. And Josh Berry, he's had some success in other series. He got filled in for Chase Elliott when he broke his leg snowboarding.
Yep.
Unlikely story. Anyway, I don't know that Chase was snowboarding, but anyway. Dale Jr. always talking about how awesome the kid is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, listen, I know that the Wood Brothers now are affiliated with Penske, and they're not quite the little underfunded garage team that they've been in the past.
Yeah.
but they're still not Hendrick, and they're still not Childress. And anytime a smaller, less funded team wins
Oh, it's huge.
with a new driver, I like it. I like
especially for the Wood brothers. I mean, this was
You
the
know?
5 drivers and
Yeah.
first time winners. They also had it was the first time Wood brothers has won on a 1.5 mile track since 1993 with Morgan Shepherd.
Yeah.
Then what was this one here? This was this is Morgan Shepherd. That one that was pretty impressive. So I mean, there's a lot of firsts for them for the Wood brothers. The truck race was straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Xfinity same way. A Cup race was for a while. I'm like, man, this is gonna be another just follow the not follow the leader, but they're all spaced out so much. It was kind of like zoning into watching the race. We did have a first also with Christopher Bell. Did you see this yet? I had a video of it. Watch this.
Christopher Bell came out of his pit, was going down pit road, and, well, Larry, we're going to let you unpack this. This is something I don't think we've seen before.
Well, let's take a listen to the radio, and that's going to tell a big part of the story.
Stopping somebody, Fox. Tighten up the left side. Tighten up the left side. Tighten up the left down there.
They got the left front. They did not get the left rear.
That's fine. It was the left front.
Good job there. I was running it to tell him which one to do. Good job there.
That is heads-up racing.
Thanks for giving me the heads up.
So he stops in his teammate, the 19's pit box, further down pit road. And they get that single lug nut tightened, and out he goes. Now, Larry, that'll be a penalty, but it could have been much worse.
That's freaking insane.
I mean, here's the deal. That tire comes off on the track.
2 laps.
You're down 2 laps. You lose your crew chief for the next how many races?
2.
2.
And the tire changer.
And the tire changer. All kinds of things. So, by no means was that the fastest stop of the day. And, he lost a lot of position on the track by stopping that second time. But it was a lot less than it could have been.
And it kept him on the lead lap. And
kept him on the lead lap. Yeah, very cool.
That was, I mean, the Gibbs guys were like, "Are we going?" And somebody must have radioed over and said, "Help him." So that was pretty impressive.
Well, that's the advantage of having multi-car teams, I guess. Ryan Blaney, Carson Hocevar, and Bubba Wallace had to be all day drinking yesterday on St. Patrick's Day after the days they had on Sunday. It was pretty bad pretty bad outings for them. But hey, listen, Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Preece. That's the youngest podium I think I've ever seen. I mean, that's a next gen podium right there.
Yep.
Which I don't know. I don't know how I'm still the guy who longs for Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin and Terry Labonte, and
it's good to see these guys. I mean, it's
I
nice
know.
to see.
I know, and I always tell people I love racing and I watch every Sunday, but I don't really have a driver.
You can tell. Go ahead, finish it.
I don't have a driver because they just don't hold the same weight with me that guys like Mark. I'm a Mark Martin guy. I followed Mark Martin's entire career. So.
You could feel the excitement of even race control of when Woodrush when Josh Berry took the win. I mean, it's great to see. A small team like that, a new driver to the Cup Series.
Yeah,
it was. You could tell the whole environment everywhere was just like boom. So,
yeah, I'm sure Denny Hamlin wasn't very happy after the race on Sunday either. He did not have a good day. Kyle Busch did not have a rough day.
Yeah,
rough
tire.
Lost tire. Car wouldn't turn in the wall twice. I think.
Yeah,
it was awful. One of the things I saw this weekend, Carl Edwards is coming back. He's not going to be in the race car, but he is going to be in the booth. Cousin Carl.
No kidding. Oh,
he is going to join Dale Jr. on Amazon Prime and their coverage. And he was on Dale's podcast this week. I'm sure NASCAR is not real happy with him. He said some things that I'm sure NASCAR disputes and even if are true, never ever will admit. But they talked a lot about why Carl Edwards left racing in 2015. If you remember, that season came down to Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson in Homestead, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And it was neck and neck. And Carl was leading that race. And with 15 to go, they threw a caution flag. And he was basically saying, and again, I will reiterate because John works for NASCAR. This is not John's opinion, nor is it my opinion. I'm just saying what he said. Okay. Which is that NASCAR was throwing caution flags at the end of races during the championship run that year to bunch the field and make the finishes more exciting. That led to a late Edwards crash and another Jimmy Johnson Cup championship. And he said, that's why I walked away in 2015. Now, again, NASCAR's going to dispute that. And they're obviously...
I'm going to jump in on this. Usually I stay out of shit like this, but of all the years I've been up to race control, I've never, ever even heard or seen, and I'm right beside the people who make these calls.
Right.
Anything that's going to change the outcome of a race. Anything.
No. So is it sour grapes from
even
Carl
caution,
Edwards? Very could be.
Even cautions coming out. Like, if it's a questionable, like, is there like a debris caution and it's not visible, they'll ask around the track. They will ask everybody in the room pretty much, do you see anything? Flagger, do you see anything? Turn two official. I mean, they're trying to make sure there's actual something there. So, I mean, I think it's grab.
I mean, again, obviously, even if it was happening, NASCAR would never admit to it. And I'm guessing they're not real happy with Cousin Carl right now. To which, let's be honest, Carl's got so much money, he doesn't really care. But he is going to come back into the sport, and he's going to be on Amazon Prime's coverage, so he's going to have to play ball with NASCAR. And we'll see how that all works out.
Yep. Well, they're heading to Homestead this week. I'm off, and then I'm on again for 3. But they're heading to Miami. So
yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm used to Miami being at the end of the season. You know,
I don't make the schedule.
I know you don't.
If I did, it'd be a lot different than it looks like now.
That's our race recap this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
Because we're all doomed, here are this week's signs of the coming apocalypse.
All righty, strap in. It's time for this week's sign of the coming apocalypse on the Alpha Men podcast. Why? Because we're all doomed, right? I've got the receipts. Society is crumbling faster than Baby Huey and his diet at a Golden Corral. In fact, this weekend's chaos is so wild, I'd rather arm wrestle the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse than deal with it. But we've got women gluing their eyes shut, oranges on pizza, rich weirdos eating mermaids, and a Cheeto worth more than your truck.
Oranges on a pizza?
Oh, yeah. Let's dive into the madness. Because if the end is nigh, might as well laugh through it. First up, we got chicks making nail glue for eye drops. Mistaking nail glue for eye drops.
Oh, God.
Some TikTok broad named Breezy Bree grabbed a bottle of Kiss fingernail glue. You happen to notice that it is the same size, shape, and looks exactly like one of those bottles of tiny eye drops, right? She turned her peepers into a DIY super glue project. She's at the ER crying, "Doc, I can't see." And they're hosing her face down like a hazmat spill.
Oh, God.
And docs are saying this isn't even rare. People are gluing their eyes shut like it's a new TikTok challenge. So if your woman's got a bottle near her face, check the label, okay? Or you're going to be driving her to the hospital instead of cracking a cold one.
There's a video on this one.
Humanity is just dumb to read, too dumb to read, I guess. That's sign number 1 of this week's sign of the apocalypse. Roll the video.
Okay, guys, I'm at the ER because I was half asleep and I needed to put my antibiotic eye drops in tonight. And instead of grabbing the eye drops.
Look
I
at the
grabbed
fluid
liquid
coming
snail glue.
God.
So this is them rinsing my eye out. They already took out 3 shards of super glue. And I'll post pictures of the super glue too.
Oh,
Didn't feel
thank
my
you.
eyelids open, but when
Thank
I
you
popped
for
it out,
that.
it was really weird. I'm gonna go bring the eye chart to you. Okay.
Jeez.
Hey guys, so
All right.
don't get super glue in your eye because then you have to go through this like.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Next up, McDonald's play places are officially dead. This is sadder than a limp handshake. You remember when McDonald's used to be a jungle of slides, ball pits, enough germs to make Anthony Fauci faint? This is a new kids spot. Yes, play place in Tennessee. It's got 2 chairs, 2 tablets, and there is this weird column thing for kids to jog in place like hamsters. But you remember what it used to look like?
Yeah, not like that though.
Parents online are whining like this is depressing and childhood's ruined. You know, back in my day, we risked tetanus for fun, not screen time. So sign number 2 is the world's gone so soft, even Happy Meals come with a side of iPad babysitting now. I mean, look at the fun you could have in there, John.
I'm all for it. Let's go.
I mean, here's the deal, though. You know, you're always like with your kid at the play place, you're going to eat first before you go play. No, you're going to eat first before you go play. And then when it's time to go. No, one more time.
Yeah.
Right? You can go down the slide one more time and then we're leaving.
Where's your shoe? Where's your shoes?
I feel like Will Ferrell in that Saturday Night Live skit. Get off the shed. Anyway, but when it's time to leave, it's got to be easier.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, our McDonald's used to have a pirate ship you could eat in. Oh yeah, no, and when I was a kid, I had a McDonald's in my area that had like the giant Mayor McCheese and Big Mac playground furniture made out of metal that you could climb up in, right? Yeah. Anyway, on to sign number 3 this week of the coming apocalypse. Oh, Australia. Land of kangaroos and other terrible ideas. Bubba's Pizza is slinging a ham and orange pizza pie this week.
I kind of want to try it.
You are one sick person. All right. Yeah, they ditched the pineapple for orange slices. Peeled and plopped on like it's not a war crime.
Michelle got almost stuck in a hamburger once.
Me too. I was a fat kid, Michelle.
Still are.
Still am a fat kid, Michelle. Some softballer named Cooper Hamilton, or footballer, sorry. I guess that's a soccer player. Cooked this up, probably after too many Fosters. And the internet is puking. But mark my words, in 5 years or less, hipsters are going to be calling this gourmet. All right. We're one step away from eating tires on toast.
Michelle's an adult.
Oh, okay. That's
not laughing at you.
That's kind of a story I want to know more about.
Laughing with you.
Yeah. Now the conspiracy nuts on TikTok are saying mermaids are real.
Oh, there's a video on this one.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
That is so wrong. No way.
I thought it's more of a tense video.
That's like communist pizza right there. I
kind of want to try it.
Anyway. Now on to the conspiracy nuts on TikTok. They're saying mermaids are real and rich people are eating them. Yes, they're grilling them up hibachi style. We're not going to listen to this whole video because it goes on forever and ever. But I just think you need to hear the craziness the flair of craziness here. She claims an ex-con saw one in a tank on a fishing boat, hauled it to a warehouse, served it to billionaires with soy sauce, and she's doubling down, saying the mermaids, they regrow limbs. There's a secret island, blah, 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 blah. And look, if I'm eating anything mythical, it's a dragon, not Ariel. Okay. Sign number 4 of the apocalypse. We're so bored we're making up fish fry fan fiction now. Go ahead, roll the video.
No.
Somebody told me a story about a company that catches really big fish, but they're not fish, okay? If you haven't seen my first mermaid and sirens video that I made the other day, it's the first pinned video on my page, or you're not going to understand this video at all.
Yeah, right.
So like I said, they went back out on the water. They'd been out like 5 or 6 more times and hadn't seen anything until finally they did, but this time it looked different. And this one was a fighter. Now, I think it's fair to say that, they fish normal fish, okay? Because they have to have their cover up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time...
Hold on. Wait.
I just deleted it.
Hold on.
Well, it's gone now.
Okay.
No, pizza's good for you.
Sorry, I had to put the tinfoil hat on. Finally.
That was somewhere. We're on our way to West Virginia. I was playing with the kids, not mine.
Okay. Finally.
Okay.
A flaming hot Cheeto shaped like Charizard. Yes, the Pokemon Charizard. It just sold for $87,840.
For a fucking Cheeto?
Yeah. Some collector found the 3-inch snack between 2018 and 2022, slapped it on a Pokemon card, and watched 60 bidders lose their mind. The winning bid, $72,000 plus the premium. Yes, that's right. It works out to $87,840. Some dude paid more for a Cheeto than I did for my house. And it's got an in-ground swimming pool.
Why? I mean, I get bought some weird stuff on eBay, but it does kind of look like Charizard. I guess. I wouldn't buy it.
I think they're calling it Cheeto-Zard or something. Yeah. Cheeto-Zard or something like that.
I mean, it's clever marketing. I mean, they get the guy smart.
Yeah, works. Some casino probably bought it. They'll put it,
Yeah.
There you have it. Eyes glued shut, kids glued to screens, oranges on pizza, mermaids barbecue, and a Cheeto richer than us all. That's this week's sign of the coming apocalypse on the Alpha.
Is it fact or is it crap on the Alpha Men Podcast?
All righty, here we go. Fact or crap? We've got a real treat for you. Our own bundle of fun himself. Baby Huey's ready to play tonight. You ready?
I guess.
I'm going to hit you with 10 items. You got to decide if they're legit facts or just a steaming heap of crap. Okay?
Okay.
And you're not flying solo because everybody watching can help you out by commenting wherever they may be viewing tonight in the comment section. You can just type fact, crap, whatever. Here's the deal. I was torn because last week we wanted to do some St. Patrick's Day stuff before St. Patrick's Day because we knew we would miss St. Patrick's Day, having it been yesterday. But yesterday seems like it's still kind of St. Patrick's Day. So half of our fact or crap questions tonight deal with St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, or actually on the 22nd, William Shatner turns 94 years old.
Oh, wow.
So half of them are St. Patty's Day. Half of them are William Shatner. Okay. So, fact or crap?
Fact.
Number one. All right. March 17th is St. Patrick's birthday. Is that fact or crap?
I know he was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with fact.
No, sorry. That's crap. It is the day he died.
Oh.
Okay. He's credited with bringing Christianity to Ireland. Died over 1,500 years ago. 461 AD to be more specific. Fact or crap? There are more Irish people in the U.S. than all of Ireland. Fact or crap?
I mean, we're much fact because we're much bigger.
That is correct. Yes. Population of Ireland is 4.9 million. 36 million Americans say Irish is their primary ethnicity. So over 7 times more than Ireland. Believe it or not. Number 3, fact or crap? Even before COVID, bars in Ireland used to be closed on St. Patrick's Day. Fact or crap?
Fact. I knew that.
Yes, from 1903 to 1961, all bars had to be closed. Ireland, very Catholic. It's during Lent. They didn't want people drinking too much.
Yep, I knew that one.
Fact or crap? The colors of Ireland's flag are green, white, and orange.
Yeah.
Fact or crap? Yep.
Yeah. Fact. Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, it's kind of like Mexico, but it's not. It's a fact.
That is correct. It is 3 stripes: green, white, and orange.
Yep.
And finally, it takes over 5,000 pounds of dye to turn the Chicago River green. Fact or crap? They do it every year.
Takes over 5,000 or it takes 5,000?
Takes over 5,000 pounds of dye to turn the Chicago
River's big. Oh, man, that's still a lot of dye. Dye goes, it's like 20-to-1 ratio. 5,000 pounds. Man, I'm going to go crap because that dye can go a long ways. Crap.
You are correct. It takes only 40 pounds of dye. And it lasts for a day or two.
Wow.
First time they did it in 1962. My wife calling from Minnesota.
I'll call her back.
Yeah, thanks. First time they did it in 1962. It stayed. They used 100 pounds and it stayed green for a week. So that's kind of the deal. All right, we switch topics. William Shatner now turns 94 on the 22nd. Of course, James T. Kirk, captain of the Starship Enterprise.
Yep.
Those pregnant pauses were
for
intentional.
Sponsor.
We're intentional. All right, here we go. Fact or crap? Star Trek's Captain Kirk's middle name is Tiberius. Fact or crap?
Ugh.
His name James Tiberius Kirk.
Crap. I have no clue on that one.
That is fact.
Michelle came with fact on that one.
James T. Kirk, captain of the Starship Enterprise.
Did not know that.
By the way, there is a controversy, though, because in a very early episode, there is a gravestone shown that says James R. Kirk. But it's only that one episode, and in every other episode from there to eternity, it was James T. Kirk. So.
Yeah, but gravestones are permanent.
Yeah. Fact or crap? William Shatner grew up speaking French. English is his second language. Fact or crap?
I don't know. He speaks so well. I'm gonna say English because it seems like He speaks so well.
English isn't an answer. Fact or crap is an answer.
Oh, fact.
That is correct. He grew up in Canada, in Montreal, and he spoke French.
I know that.
Yep. So there we go.
I don't see. Does it sound like I was trying to listen to his voice in my head? And I'm like, but no, he sounds like
Priceline. Priceline.com. It always has to be like a 5-second pause. Yeah. Priceline.
The negotiator.
.com. All right. Fact or crap? He's a billionaire because he still owns Priceline stock from when he agreed to be their pitch man in the 90s.
I don't think he's a billionaire, is he?
Fact or crap?
Crap. I don't think he's a billionaire.
That is correct, yes. He probably could have been, but he sold his stock in 2002 after the dot-com bubble burst. It was worth about $1 a share then, and now it's worth over $2,000 a share.
Oh, that's a kick in the nuts.
Don't worry, though. His estimated net worth is around $100 million, so he's not hurt.
He's okay.
Yeah. Fact or crap?
What the hell is that?
That's one of his kidney stones.
Oh, my God.
It sold for $25,000 in 2006.
Why?
Fact or crap?
They let you keep your kidney stones?
I guess if you're William Shatner.
Fact, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
That is a fact. The gambling website, goldenpalace.com, bought it. And then they sold it, and the money went to charity.
Why?
Right there it is.
That's stupid.
In the baggie on display at Golden Palace Casino.
Wow.
Fact or crap, last one. He did an album of spoken word songs in the 1960s. Fact or crap?
That'd be really boring. To be. Crap.
That is fact. In fact, he's done 2 spoken words albums. He did one in the 90s as well, but the one in the 60s was called The Transformed Man. Okay. In the 90s, a lot of people make fun of him because of that spoken word album from the 90s, because he covered Rocket Man by Elton John.
Yeah.
Okay. And the 60s one has Lucy in the Skies with Diamonds and Mr. Tambourine Man. And it's just what you think it sounds like. Okay. So there you go. Fact or crap tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Alpha Men Podcast is proudly sponsored by Ohana Sports Cards, where you will find awesome card breaks from baseball, football, racing, basketball, and much more. They will treat you like family at Ohana Sports Cards. You can find them on Facebook for all your sports card breaks, card consignments, and even grading sports card service. Check them out on Facebook at Ohana Sports.
The Alpha Men on Sports, a segment we call Your Team Sucks.
I forgot I was wearing the tinfoil hat.
I know, because earlier I put this on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, your team sucks tonight in sports this week. It was announced Leonardo DiCaprio may play Evel Knievel in a movie. He is my hero. He is my hero.
I never heard of her.
There he is. Leonardo DiCaprio or Evel Knievel?
Evel Knievel.
Stop it. Greatest stuntman that ever lived. Leo says to prepare for his role as a guy who survives countless crashes, he's going to study Tiger Woods.
Oh, damn.
By the way, Tiger Woods underwent surgery for a ruptured tendon this week. Doctors say the surgery went fine. and he should be back on his Hooters scroll in no time at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like golf.
Lots of Tiger news this week. There is a movie coming out based on Tiger's life and career. No word on a title yet, but since White Chicks was already taken,
oh shit. Yeah, that's good.
Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen signed a deal worth $330 million, which works out to be $1 for each time he'll never beat Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
Yeah. Bills fans don't like that joke.
Hey, he's beating Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got married this weekend, by the way.
Poor
Congratulations. Quarterback Justin Fields signed a $40 million deal with the New York Jets this week. $30 million of that contract is guaranteed. Something else that's guaranteed, Fields is going to continue to suck. Mm-hmm. NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. has been, I don't know what that is. That doesn't work. That's from last week. Yeah. NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. has been named in a sexual assault lawsuit against Sean Combs. If the allegations are true, it's even more impressive that Beckham was able to catch all those passes with baby oil all over his hands.
Soft and smooth.
The American Gaming Association estimates the average March Madness bracket fee is $29.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So you can either enter a bracket or buy a single egg. It's your choice.
I thought the eggs went down today.
They did.
8,000 posts or whatever you do a day.
Yeah. An auction this week of O.J. Simpson's personal items announced. It's expected to bring millions. Even after he's dead, O.J.'s making a killing.
It's 2 weeks in a row, poor O.J. Oh, Jesus, with the fucking nerves, too. Yeah.
Matt Rickman. I don't have photos for this one. Matt Rickman. First American to win the Los Angeles Marathon in 31 years over the weekend. He attributes his victory to hard work, determination, and the fact that ICE deported all the runners from Ethiopia and Kenya. All righty. Real stories. Aaron Rodgers might follow Brett Favre's career trajectory, which went from the Packers to the Jets to the Vikings to reputational ruin. But no, reports are suggesting now that there are two directions Aaron Rodgers could go after being released by the New York Jets. His preference, it seems, is to go to the Vikes, who are kind of taking their own sweet time making the call. Even though the New York Giants, Pittsburgh Steelers said to be heavily pursuing him. Dude, the guy's ancient.
He still got it if he's healthy.
The word is Rodgers wants the starting gig with Minnesota, and that if he doesn't get it, then retirement, very, very real option for him. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
March Madness upon us. The bracket for the men's basketball tournament is now out. Time for that inter-office wagering to begin. Your number 1 and 2 seeds are in the South and Michigan State. Auburn's number 1, Michigan State's number 2. In the West, Florida, number 1, St. John's number 2. In the East, Duke, number 1, Alabama, number 2. And in the North, Houston, number 1, and Tennessee, number 2. And the first playing games fired off today and tomorrow. First real round of the playoffs begins Thursday. Okay. And what are the odds? 68 teams. Bracket set. Favorites to cut down the net on April 7th. Duke plus 360. Auburn plus 380. Florida plus 400. Houston plus 650. Tennessee plus 1,500. Alabama plus 1,700. Michigan State St. John's plus 200, and Iowa State Texas Tech plus 3,500. So it looks like Duke could be the odds-on favorite, but they don't call it March Madness for just any reason.
That's right.
And that's sports tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
The Alpha Men Podcast salutes Hidden Heroes.
Oh, no capes, no celebrities, just everyday guys stepping up and doing the right thing, because when lives are on the line and communities need a hand, it's average Joes like you and me who rise to the occasion, proving really heroism is about heart and not headlines. And that's why we do Hidden Heroes every week. Our hidden hero this week is Jared Morrissey of Rock Island, Illinois. There you see him. He's the one on the left. Just saying.
Oh, I was like, I'm looking at two girls, and I realized.
No, he's the guy with the orange hat.
I got it. Which
not
one?
Not the guy with the thumbs up.
The one's got an orange hat, orange hair over there on the Muppet.
Right. In the quiet hours just after midnight on Monday of last week, a fire ignited at a home in Rock Island, Illinois, threatening the life within. Jared showed up, an everyday man turned hero who was driving home from work when he spotted the flames leaping from a garage. At first glance, he thought, could be a harmless bonfire. But as he approached, the truth hit him. It was really a full-blown emergency. He didn't hesitate. He raced to the house, banged on the door, relentless determination, rousing the home owner who had been fast asleep inside, oblivious to the danger, and got the dog by her side, and his quick actions ensured their safety as he guided them both out of the house before dialing 911. And reflecting on the moment, Morrissey said, "Hey, it's just good timing. I was really fortunate that I passed by at that exact moment." He said he doesn't like to think about what might have happened if he hadn't been there. Firefighters arrived just after 1 a.m., swiftly putting out the blaze, but by then most of the critical work had already been done. The homeowner, Rattles, emerged unharmed. Her loyal dog safe too, and for that, Jared Morrissey, your courage, quick thinking, and timing makes you our hidden hero this week on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Awesome job.
Last call.
Well, it's time to slam the gavel on this podcast, and our favorite closer is last call. I like to kick the tires and light the fires and hopefully send you off with a laugh. And tonight, we're storming the sandbox to uncover the chaos of kid logic. John, you have 2 kids.
Yep.
I have 3. My youngest is going to be 22 at the end of April. And we were just talking the other day about kids that had really great accomplishments when they were really little. And she said to me, she goes, "I don't know, Dad." And she goes, "I got all these friends that, some of them were music prodigies and some of them were athletic prodigies and really good at sports." And I said, "Honey, don't let yourself down. You could stuff 13 boxes of raisins in a VCR like nobody's business when you're full." So,
you really said that.
I did. Yeah. Anyway,
13
what brought this topic up is a story out of Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin this week. A sleepy little town where the only crime is running out of beer. Until a 4-year-old little badass turned it into the Wild West. This little hombre grabbed his mom's phone, and sicked Siri on 911, ratted her out to the fuzz. Well, I think we have a video. Can we?
Yep.
Can we play the video?
I called County 911. What's I called emergency? Oh, yeah. Hello? This is Racine County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
My mom is being bad.
Okay. What's going on?
Hello? Come and get my mommy.
Okay, what's going on?
Come get my mommy.
Do you know your...
Hello.
Hi, what's going on over there?
Oh, this little one got the phone, and he's 4.
Okay.
And we're trying to catch him because he said he was going to call 911.
No, I just called the bully, and I just told her to come and get my mommy, and I just told her, and I just told her to get
All right, that's
my
enough.
mommy, and I just told her to...
She ate his ice cream. Yes, this tiny enforcer called the cops. Come get my mommy. She's being bad. Lock her up. She ate my ice cream. You have to admit the kid's got stones the size of bowling balls. I mean,
I didn't call 911 one time.
Yeah.
And we were about ready to move here, and I got back from race and went right to sleep, and Emma just got back from work from the hospital, and she laid down beside me. And next know, I guess I was separate through the whole process, but well, we both kind of dozed off. Adam was sleeping in her crib. She got out of her crib, grabbed Emily's phone, and somehow called 911. Then hung up, called again, started giggling and laughing on the phone with them, hung up. The police ended up showing up to
oh yeah, they
the
do
police.
a welfare check. Yep.
Yeah, and then we heard the police. Well, Emily heard the police. I was passed out. I think it was a West Coast swing race, but yeah, the police came to the house, everything else.
So mom hops on the line, cool as a cucumber, and says, "Yeah, I ate his ice cream, so he's throwing a code red." The cops pull up for a welfare check. They, got to make sure it's not a real rumble. And this miniature Dirty Harry tries to pile on. Now he's claiming she smacked him. Turns out he's just pissed about the dairy ice. So mom kind of laughs it off, and even lets the officer slap the cuffs on her for kicks. But here's the kicker: he backs off from pressing charges. Why? Because it wasn't even his ice cream; it was hers. The little genius got his pints mixed up, and but he still went full Rambo, on her over a scoop. And by the way, the cops came back the next day with ice cream and sprinkles for the kid. So that was kind of nice.
Nice.
But this isn't a one-off here. Kids everywhere are ready to throw the book at parents when they're younger, right? I mean, crimes that you would be charged with if kids made the laws. Improper search and seizure of Halloween candy, right?
Yeah.
They would failure to appear at a bedtime read of Harry Potter.
Fair.
Illegal use of saliva to wipe smudges off their face.
Hey, mom spit is 401.
Oh, my mom used to. Oh, my mom used to do it all the time. I don't even like, mom, stop.
If I was your mom, I'd spit my hand and slap you.
Yeah. False imprisonment of an iPad just for talking back. And cruel and unusual bedtime. Those are the things that they would do.
I can see my kids, or at least Connor, calling the cops for those.
Yeah. Listen, thanks for riding with us tonight. Keep your hands off the ice cream. And we will catch you next time.
Have a good night, y'all.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've had as much fun as we've had here at the Alpha Men Podcast. Remember, our advice might not solve your problems, but it surely will make them funnier. Before we bid you adieu, a big old thanks to our loyal pack of Alpha viewers. You all are the real MVPs, keeping us company on a roller coaster of a podcast ride. And thanks
Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook
and Garage Door Commander. Join us live Tuesday nights at 8. Visit alphamenpodcast.com and the Alpha Men store. Until next time, keep your feet in the gas. It's a checkers or wreckers world.